Kilpatrick family, welcome to a new school year. There are no major changes to our dismissal areas this year as far as locations. We do have one change for arrival and dismissal that applies to our pre-K students. Pre-K students will no longer use the West Side Drive for car riders. They will now use the front car rider line, or they can choose any other arrival or dismissal location with the exception of the bus. This screencast will help you in deciding the safest and most efficient dismissal choice for your students. It will also outline traffic procedures and traffic flow. Let's talk about parent and student dismissal tags. Every OKE family will receive a paper with 3 dismissal hang tags. These are for parent use for car rider line and/or for pre-K, kinder, and first grade walker and biker pickup. These tags will be given out in your youngest student's classroom on Meet the Teacher Night. On the first day of school, all students will receive a colored dismissal tag in a plastic sleeve. This will be placed on the backpack strap and must remain there all year. In addition, all students will have a Smart Tag plastic card in their sleeve. This is used for scanning on and off the bus for all of our bus riders. All students will need this regardless of if they ride the bus to or from school. Please do not remove this plastic tag, colored tag, or plastic sleeve from your child's backpack. Now we will move on to the specifics for dismissal locations. First, let's outline OKE's surrounding roadways and neighborhoods as if we will be referencing those for dismissal recommendations. To the front or south of our school is Cinco Ranch Boulevard. Running alongside or to the east of the school is Gaston Road. Our crossing guards assist students at the intersection of Cinco Ranch Boulevard and Gaston, as well as a crosswalk close to the bayou on Gaston Road. Please do not park in front of any crosswalks. Bus riders in off-campus daycare. Buses load students by accessing the teacher parking lot from Gaston. Student drop-off and pickup from this parking lot is strictly prohibited due to safety issues. This is also the area where our off-campus daycare students will be picked up. Pickup and drop-off in the West Side Drive. Access here requires pre-approval and special notation on the dismissal tag. You may call the front office if you need more information for use of this drive. Car riders. The car rider line begins stacking on Gaston, taking a right onto Cinco Ranch Boulevard at the intersection, proceeding to wrap around into the front drive of the school. Cutting into the line on Cinco Ranch Boulevard is not allowed. All cars must enter the car rider line off of Gaston coming from the back of the school. Please make sure you remain in the right lane of the car rider line at all times and follow the directions of the OKE staff. You will also need to display your colored dismissal hang tag the entire time. If a colored letter is placed on the windshield during the car rider line, please just leave it there. This helps our staff know where the first car in each row is. They will remove it when they load your student in your car. Remember, there is no blocking or parking inside of crosswalks. We have several walker and biker locations. Here are those options. Gaston Bikers and Walkers, Front Walkers, and lastly, Highland Express Bikers and Walkers. We are providing the following details and suggestions in helping you decide the safest and most efficient dismissal route for your student. Gaston Bikers and Walkers. Students in pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade will be released to a parent with a matching dismissal tag from the gate by the back bike racks. Students using this location will park their bikes on the east side of the school by the teacher parking lot, and in the afternoon, they will be escorted down the sidewalk to Gaston Road. Those students crossing Gaston will use a crosswalk behind the school at the bayou. It is our recommendation that if your student will be biking or walking to Highland Park, King Lakes, or Marshall Oaks, that you choose to have your student dismissed from this location. Please remind your bikers that they must walk their bike while on school property and when crossing the street. Front walkers. Students in pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade will be released to a parent with a matching dismissal tag from the southeast corner of the school building. You will be directed to wait for your student on the grassy area outside the door near the southeast corner of the school that faces the car rider line. 2nd through 5th grade students being released from this location will be walked out of the southeast corner of the school down to the crossing guards. Parents of 2nd through 5th grade students, please meet your student at the crosswalk. It is our recommendation that if your student will be walking to neighborhoods south of Cinco Ranch Boulevard, that you choose to have your student dismissed from this location. Highland Express walkers and bikers. Students in pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade will be released to a parent with a matching dismissal tag from the northwest corner of the school. 2nd through 5th grade students being released from this location will be walked out the northwest corner of the school and will be walked all the way to the back black gate. If you are a parent meeting a student at this dismissal location, we ask that you wait for them outside the black gated area along the very back of the school property. It is our recommendation that if your student will be biking or walking to a neighborhood that is north of Cinco Ranch Boulevard and west of Gaston Road, that your student use this location. Please remind your students that the bikers must walk their bike while on school property and when crossing the street. Just a reminder for all walkers and bikers, pre-K students will only be released to a parent or guardian with a matching dismissal tag. If your student is in kindergarten or first grade, they must be released to a parent or guardian with a matching dismissal tag as well. If you wish for your kinder or first grade student to be released with an older 2nd through 5th grade sibling or neighbor, you must provide a signed note that will be kept on file in the office, and your student's tag will be marked accordingly. We will need this note on file by the first day of school or before the first day that you wish to implement this procedure. In conclusion, for this school year, you will choose one of the 8 previously mentioned dismissal locations for your student. When completing your student's online reference form, please select one of the following options. Kindergarten through 5th grade bus riders, only if they qualify. Pickup and drop-off in the West Side Drive, special approval only. Car rider, front walker, Gaston biker and walker, Highland Express biker and walker, on-campus YMCA, off-campus daycare. Please let your student's teacher know the dismissal location via the student information card that you filled out electronically. If you have any changes, please let the teacher know prior to school starting. Once school starts, any dismissal changes will need to be made through a note that you send to school with your child or by calling the front office. We look forward to a wonderful school year.